How to be the best gymnast in your level. Wondering how you can improve and possibly become one of the best gymnasts in your level? Be sure not to aim for the top, but you can certainly get close with this guide. Steps. 1. Try throwing a few of your tricks at home, depending on what level you are currently at. It's not as recommended to throw tricks like layouts and double pikes in your own home. For example, anything more difficult than a back tuck shouldn't be performed outside of the gym for safety purposes. 2. Stretch, and stretch some more. You want to perfect those splits, don't you? And once you're finally down, it's not over yet, you must perfect your splits kicks. Try going into over splits by lifting one of your legs up and propping it on a high book or some pile books. 3. Do a lot of strength conditioning. Muscle for tumbling and bars doesn't build itself. To get stronger you should do push, UPS, gymnastics crunches, lift weights, hold certain positions for longer. Do what they teach you at your classes. 4. Learn more about gymnastics. Once you get to competition, what good is it if you don't know what your scores mean? You should really read up on it and get to know your sport, the basics, tips, even observe how top elite gymnasts work. You don't need to work for as long as them, but certainly do some of the conditioning things they do. 5. Determine what type of gymnast you are. Are you a short, powerful Shawn Johnson or a long-lined, beautiful Naz Lukin? This could help in determining what you'll be good at in gymnastics. 6. Practice specific things for specific events. Try some simple balances for beam. Hold up some handstands and hold splits for floor. Practice swinging from something, or maybe even just holding yourself up on a bar, for bars. For vault, practice your powerful running. If you just stride quickly up to the vault, you'll realize soon enough you can't throw a trick. 7. Adopt a healthy diet. Try to cut most fatty foods and fizzy drinks from your diet. Just eat healthily. You don't need to start worrying about specific dietary changes until you are level 8, 9, 10 elite. 8. Be nice to your fellow gymnasts and coaches. It's important people value you as an honorary member of your team. But do not suck up to them. Both gymnasts and coaches will notice when this happens, and they do not like it. 9. Don't overwork yourself, although you need to practice for at least 15-30 minutes a day. You don't need to wake up with aching muscles every single day. That makes it 10 times harder to stretch. Tips. Make sure you stretch daily, even if for just quarter of an hour, not for hours in a single day weekly. It seems ridiculous to say, but over the course of a week, your splits will disappear and you'll be 2 feet from the ground again. Don't compare yourself to someone who is in level 10 if you're only in level 2. This could cause stress and even major injuries. Slowly build your way up to the top. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. In other words, you can't magically become the best overnight. Don't stress, or it will be harder to succeed. Don't bring over past results into a new competition. For instance, if you came first or second place at the last meet, don't expect to come first or second again as a given. You have to work for the spotlight. Don't get angry at the result of a meet or a competition, and definitely don't challenge the judges. They won't appreciate it and won't remember you as a nice gymnast for next time. Take every failure in your stride. Every failure just makes you stronger. Don't expect to win every time, because you won't. Always be positive. If you do lose, then don't beat yourself up about it. You did the best you could possibly do that day, and even if you want to do better next time, just forget it happened if needs be. Don't put yourself down for someone else in your class if they're not as good as you. If you're especially concerned about your progress, ask your teacher to maybe try to push you a little harder in lessons, or move up a group. Concentrate. If you don't concentrate, you won't get any better. Even when you win a meet, you should still work hard. No one is perfect, so keep striving to be better than you were today. Don't get angry, and things you can't do ever has weaknesses and strong points. Even the best gymnasts sometimes can't do the simplest thing. I have a friend at my gymnastics, she's the best there in level 1, which is the highest, because our levels go backwards, and she can't do a backwards roll, so do be disheartened if you can't do something. Don't depend on your coaches to tell you what you need to fix. Think to yourself, what can I do to make this better? Even though you might be on level 1, don't give up and stress yourself to do level 4 gymnastics. Do what you can do while practicing and try your best. Warnings. Don't overwork yourself. You will only make it harder for yourself and tighten your muscles back up again. If you win, don't act stuck, up, and better than the other gymnasts. Show sympathy for those who lost, and be happy for those who won. Do not do skills harder than a back tuck at home. You don't want to fall and injure yourself. Again, don't suck up to coaches or gymnasts. They will realize and will dislike you. Do not try to follow these steps without a coach. To become a champion, it is absolutely compulsory to have a coach and proper training. If you feel you aren't being trained properly, have a talk with your parents and then the coach, but remember they may be strict and push you at times. Things. Gymnastics coaches. A gymnastics training facility. Leotards. Hand grips for bars, optional, pointed toes.